Spanish-speaking dog, like Baxter from against the Anchorman.
Yes. What is my number one piece of advice for Jeff on this trip? Wow, I haven't thought about that. Just to enjoy and not be too conscious of having to fulfill the typical host kind of role that he would in a normal show. I think that happened. Remember, just the way we produced the first couple of episodes. Remember, you wanted to work and you were hard on yourself with your performance.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it now?
It's just watching. I still haven't watched Big Brother, so it's tough watching myself on TV because I'm like my own worst enemy in whatever I do. I'm my toughest critic. So, and just being in my element in Chicago was kind of, watching back the webisodes was kind of rough for me, just because I'm in my element. I felt like I was, didn't have the energy level there, and I just felt like I was kind of dragging it along, but it's just because I live here. As soon as we're in New York City, as soon as we're in wherever, you know what I mean, outside the country, it's naturally going to come out of me, the excitement in all the places, and, I think I'm going to have better performances for sure as the show goes on, but I thought I did a good job. I didn't think I bombed, but it's just, I'm a tough judge on myself,
If I were to rewind time to that conversation, he was a lot tougher on himself. He talked, and I want you guys, by next thing is just to, wouldn't you agree that I think the way he played it was the kind of natural vibe that we'd want from Jeff, and not to be an over-the-top kind of host and be unnatural. So that's what we're going to try to do as well. And I think he's right that in his comfort zone, like in Chicago, it's different. And when he's suddenly in a far-off place that he's never seen and none of us have ever seen, it's going to be a lot different. But yeah, I think that the vibe is good, and I was blessed to be with Jordan as well, who also opened up to me, and she was in her kind of space, and that's the Jordan that I got to know, and hopefully you guys are happy with that too. So we're going to try to keep it the same,
I do have to mention, too, I saw Michelle. I forgot Michelle. Michelle did also wish me good luck for the show, and we text messaged each other there, so sorry I left Michelle out. You leave someone out, they'll get on you right here, Anthony.
That's it. Let's see, what else do we have? Are you worried about getting sick?
I don't know, I got my shots.
Yeah?
I got my shots and my pills, but, 3 months is a long time. I don't get sick that often, so hopefully I don't get sick out there. The last thing you want is like diarrhea in someone else's house or something, So, but stuff happens, so what are you going to do? But no, I don't want to get sick. I should just answer that, no.
Yeah,
do I get sick? Nope.
Probably diarrhea will be the worst thing. But, Tums, yes. Tums.
Do you like Mexican tequila? I'm more into Russian tequila. There's all tequila Mexican.
Imodium, yes. Let's see.
Joe, you missed my joke there.
Sorry, man.
They said you like Mexican tequila. I go, no, I like Russian tequila.
I missed it. Sorry, guys. Forget it. No, I missed it. Park Ridge. Jolt, will you get drunk if you get bored? It happened before, not many times. On the first day,
drunk if you get bored?
Not so much bored. I think people forcefully drag us because the way it works is that we do go and we become part of people's lives on the road, and we live with them, and then they obviously want to celebrate with us and participate. And the first thing people offer is alcohol, yes, and food, and then they want to go out, and then the cameras never stop. So, but there's a big price to pay if we get completely wasted.
Yeah.
There's a big price to pay. Production is behind, and bad things happen.
We'll let loose a couple times. Not all the time, but...
Yeah. Would you guys like to see something like that?
Get crunked. That's what they like.
Yes? No?
Have you ever considered to participate in a Spanish show? Spanish. I can't even say Spanish show, so I don't even think so. I don't speak Spanish. But, if they want to just throw me in there, fine.
There's I see a question about rules. There's no really hard rules around the world. I tried to point this out on the fan sites, that there's some things that are... again, we don't want him to just take free money from people and things like that. And yes, he has no money. That's a rule. But It's not. This is not a show which has the rules that are going to be read off by Julie Chen in a stern voice, and Jeff will have to obey. I mean, you know, we're gonna. It's a vibe. This show has a vibe, and I think the audience feels that. So you'll feel it if we're not authentic to the spirit of the show. Jeff, don't get arrested.
Don't get arrested. I'm not going to hide my accent. I'm not going to hide my accent. Why does it sound like it's going away? I don't know. Sometimes if I have a drink or two, it comes out, but I don't know. I don't think I can get rid of it.
I saw someone say that they'd like to buy a plane ticket, and those are wonderful offers and everything like that. And you'll just have to come and make that offer to us after Saturday or after Monday, ideally, when the show really launches, and see what and many people who are considering buying a plane ticket. I would advise you that don't necessarily burn up, so to speak, that offer in the first couple of days of the show, because we may need your help much more when we get into international spots.
Yeah.
And often, even internationally, the tickets are not that expensive. I mean, I travel widely in Asia, and often $100 gets you from country to country, and the long hauls are more. So we welcome any and all offers, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed that one.
Take a question.
I just saw something about my grandmother maybe visiting over there. I would like to see, you know, like I said, I'd like to see half the places my grandmother's been. So if we get to some of them, that'd be great, and as well as a great memory, you know, like just to know that my grandmother was there. So of course.
This question came in about American Airlines that are flights free. No, they're not. American is giving a handful of flights, domestic only, to us, to Jeff really only. And it's not to knock them. They're sponsoring the show, and it's absolutely a benefit. Our tangible benefit from the partnership is a few flights that will be featured in some of the webisodes that you'll see. But no, it's not a free ride, and certainly not a free ride internationally. So please do give us your support. We thank you for that.
Yes, yes. Do you think you'll get on each other's nerves?
Can people donate miles? Yes, you can. We can work all these out on a a case-by-case basis. I was going to say handmade. It's a handmade show, but I'm becoming incoherent here.
Jolt's running on E with the sleep over here.
Does Joel know you get crabby sometimes? Do you get crabby sometimes?
Sometimes.
In what way?
Kind of like, I need my space. But I think we work well like that. You know what I mean? You do your thing, and you'll be busy working.
Right.
And, yeah.
He's moody. Jeff gets moody. There was a great quote saying, don't water my negative plant. That was the single best. Did you say that to Jordan?
Yeah. That was that. I don't know.
Where'd you get that from?
You're bored in that house, man. Stuff just comes out.
That was priceless. Well, we'll see. Jeff hates snoring. Yeah, there's some great list of the likes and dislikes.
Man, these people, they know everything.
Do I stay at a hotel or at Jeff's place? Jeff's place, always. No hotel for us. This is, we have to stay kind of together, otherwise I would miss the story.
How many tattoos do you have? I have 2 tattoos. You should post the funny outtakes. That would be good. If we have an outtake video at the end.
Yeah,
that would be good. It's a good idea.
A lot of fans are saying their favorite lines. That's cool. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a lot of Jeffisms, as they're called, in this show as well.
I'm sure.
And Jeff has a great energy that, you know, as a filmmaker, I like that you can just turn on the camera and you can film, and often, man, you just let the footage roll, and it's funny and engaging. I like that. When he was filming his car with the training of the video, that's my favorite scene so far. Yeah, he just started vibing about his car and how it's an important car, and that's his car, and that's why it's a good car. And then meanwhile, he tried to get a plane that was passing by. I just let that footage run. There's no there's no real editing in there at all. The footage just runs and sells itself. So I'm fortunate like that. It's great.
Will you be able to see African Kangaroo? There's so many, it's like the banter between me and Jordan. It was funny. I'll explain it later. And all these Jeff jokes, I think it was Taz put together that video of the Jeffisms, and my buddies just watched it yesterday. They were just watching it, and they loved it. You gotta watch. Yeah, there's some, I mean, it's me, but there's some funny jokes in there.
Yeah, and we have to give a shout out to Taz for not just her amazing Photoshop skills, but for the editing and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, editing takes an enormous amount of time.
And she did she did Jordan's, she did mine, part 1 and part 2, so yeah, good job, good job.
Guys,
on a lot of those videos, good job.
Those things don't go to waste.
I watch them, yes.
And I know his parents watch them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, a lot of people watch them, so
we appreciate that because we know the dedication it takes, truly. So thank you.
When Jeff's gone is the best. That's the saddest.
Really? They play a sad kind of thing?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
It's so sad.